Welcome back to the Deep Dive. I'm Adam.
And I'm Lana. Today, we're taking a deep dive into something that might seem like a small detail in the world of AI.
Yeah, but it's fundamentally changing everything.
Exactly. We're talking about the prompt.
The prompt. And why in modern AI systems that humble text input isn't just, a command, it is the product.
If you're building with AI or even just using it regularly, it's really time to stop thinking of prompts as sort of back-end details.
Right.
And start seeing them as the true front-end experience.
Because in the real world, the prompt is what people interact with. It's what shapes their entire experience.
Absolutely.
And when you look at it that way, it absolutely becomes the product.
We've pulled together some really fascinating sources for this deep dive. We've got cutting-edge insights from places like Indeed Design on why prompt engineering is essentially a UX superpower.
Okay.
And there's this in-depth study that unpacks how collaborative software teams are actually prototyping with prompts.
So our mission today is really to show you just how crafting these seemingly simple inputs is utterly transforming AI development.
Exactly. And why mastering this skill is, well, more crucial than ever.
All right, let's jump right in then. Why do prompts matter more than maybe we realize?
Well, AI isn't just another tech trend anymore. The rise of large language models, LLMs, it marks this profound paradigm shift.
It's not just a new tool.
No, it's a fundamental change. It's sort of democratizing AI interaction itself, moving the power from, highly specialized model trainers
Right.
to basically anyone who can craft clear communication.
That's a huge shift.
It is. And this monumental shift creates an urgent demand for new skills, especially in how we interact with these incredibly powerful systems. It's a new frontier.
And how we talk to AI, as you put it, really is everything now.
It absolutely is. And this is precisely where prompt engineering comes in.
Okay, define that for us.
Sure, it's a specialized skill, yes, but it's essentially about crafting the inputs that guide these LLMs to deliver the desired high-quality outcomes you want.
So, like being a really good manager, but for an AI.
That's a great analogy. Think of it like being a highly effective team leader. Just as you give incredibly detailed, clear instructions to a human team member to ensure they produce excellent work. Prompt engineers do the very same for LLMs. It's all about precision and clarity.
That crucial role of prompts, it really can't be overstated, can it?
Not at all. While AI is undeniably powerful, it's not truly useful without the right prompting.
It's like asking a brilliant expert a really vague question.
Exactly. You'll likely get a vague answer or, something that completely misses the mark.
Right.
LLMs are the same way. They need precise context, clear intent, and well-defined boundaries to generate something genuinely valuable.
So you could have the most advanced AI model in the world.
But if you don't know how to speak its language effectively, it's just raw power. It's not a solution that solves real problems for people.
And this brings us to the empowerment side of things.
Yes, there's a profound sense of empowerment that comes from effective prompting. Developing these prompt engineering skills allows you to truly take charge of these AI tools.
You're shaping the output.
You're transforming their raw capabilities into genuinely valuable applications. You become more effective, more efficient in your work. It's about moving from being a passive recipient to an active guiding force. You're shaping the AI, not just, accepting whatever it gives you.
Okay, but here's what I find really surprising. This skill, it isn't just for coders or engineers, right?
Not at all. In fact, it's incredibly well-suited for individuals with strong communication and cognitive skills. That makes it highly accessible.
Especially for people with, say, a user experience background. UX designers.
Absolutely. If you spent your career making complex information user-friendly and intuitive, you already have a massive head start here.
It's kind of a reapplication of those core strengths.
Precisely. And that's why prompt engineering is so focused on shaping user interaction and clarity that it's often referred to as prompt design.
Prompt design, I like that.
It bridges that critical gap, between the technical capabilities of AI and the human need for intuitive, effective tools. It's designed just at a deeper, more fundamental level.
So if prompts are this crucial, how do we start seeing them less like a technical detail and more like the actual product people interact with? What does that mean for how we build these things?
Yeah, it absolutely flips traditional development on its head. This is the core concept we're exploring. Prompt design is product design.
Okay.
Prompts should no longer be seen as just back-end details that only engineers mess with.
Right.
Instead, they are the very front-end experience of an AI product. What people type, what they see as the output, that's the prompt in action.
So in essence, the prompt is the product itself.
That's the idea. And this radically transforms AI development. Traditional AI often involved rigidly fine-tuning models for very specific, narrow tasks that took ages.
Right. Very specialized.
But generative AI, which is driven by prompts, allows for rapid experimentation with these huge, pre-trained models that have much more generalized capabilities.
So you're not spending months training a new model from scratch.
Exactly. You're rapidly iterating on a prompt to get the desired outcome pretty much right here, right now.
And this new approach, it sounds like it demands more collaboration.
Oh, absolutely. It necessitates multidisciplinary collaboration. We're seeing pivotal roles for user researchers, UX designers, product managers, ML engineers, all working together in totally new ways.
About so.
Well, these teams now use prompts to quickly assess what an AI model can actually do. They can explore diverse design possibilities, iterate really fast on solutions before they commit to writing lots of code.
It's like a new kind of rapid prototyping.
It is. It's a fundamental shift in the development lifecycle that just wasn't possible before.
Can you give some examples? How would different roles use prompts?
Sure. Think about user researchers. They could use generative AI to quickly spin up dozens of diverse user personas. Wow, okay. Helping them understand a broad spectrum of user needs without weeks of interviews. Designers can rapidly prototype UIs, create multiple design variations just by tweaking prompts.
Seeing how different words change the output.
Exactly, and thus changing the user's interaction. Product managers can explore feature ideas, market scenarios, get quick insights that might take days otherwise.
Even engineers.
Even engineers.
Hmm.
Generating code snippets, debugging algorithms by interacting with AI models in real time. It's really becoming a shared language for innovation across the whole team.
What's fascinating is how this prompt design isn't really a new skill for designers, is it? It's more like a reapplication.
That's a great way to put it. The constant tweaking, the user empathy, the relentless pursuit of clarity is the UX design process, but now it's applied directly to the AI's brain, you could say, rather than just its interface.
So designers are no longer just shaping the visuals of the flow.
No, they're actively configuring and influencing the AI's behavior directly through the prompts they craft. The act of designing becomes inherently intertwined with the computational logic.
That's a powerful new responsibility.
It is. An opportunity. Designers can have a direct impact on the AI's core function like never before.
And this approach, it seems like it aligns well with things like responsibility by design.
It really does, naturally. By focusing on prompt engineering from the outset, organizations can embed crucial considerations directly into AI interactions.
Like ethics, legal stuff, values.
Exactly. They all become a proactive part of the creation process rather than being treated as an afterthought tacked on later. It's a chance to build thoughtful AI from the ground up.
Okay, let's make this more concrete. You mentioned a real-world case study.
Yes, a fascinating study involving 39 industry professionals, UX designers, AI engineers, product managers, who collaborated to design a marketing content creation tool using generative AI.
Okay, what did they find?
Their key finding was a process they called content-centric prototyping.
Content-centric prototyping.
Yeah. It means that both high-quality example content, what they call the ground truth, basically the ideal output they were aiming for,
Right.
and the content actually generated by the AI becomes central to the iterative design, testing, and analysis process. It's all about the content, start to finish.
Not just the code.
Exactly.
Did they face challenges?
Oh, yes. One initial challenge was the cold start problem.
Oh, cold start.
They struggled to define concrete design objectives up front, precisely because of the inherent unpredictability of AI-generated content.
Ah, because you don't know what it can do until you try.
Pretty much. Unlike traditional software where you define specific requirements first, with generative AI, you don't always know what's truly possible until you start playing with prompts.
So who led the way then?
Often, product managers stepped in to lead the initial conceptualization, trying to map out an end-to-end workflow just to give it some structure amidst that uncertainty.
And what about the human element? Did that come through?
Powerfully. The study highlighted how human-centered values quickly emerged as crucial. Teams consistently aimed for a symbiotic relationship between the AI and human marketers.
Not full automation.
Definitely not. For example, one UX designer noted that human marketers understand their audience way better than any model could. They didn't want the AI to replace that secret sauce.
Augmenting, not replacing.
Exactly. Augmenting human creativity and expertise.
You mentioned something surprising, too, about using the LLM itself.
Right. Teams actually started using the LLM, like Gemini in some cases, as an additional expert to help generate requirements.
Yeah.
They'd ask it to devise client content approval workflows or structure a typical marketer's process. It was almost like the AI became part of the brainstorming team.
That's interesting, but risky.
Well, it provided valuable starting points, but it absolutely required critical human assessment to avoid oversimplification or, the AI just feeding back standard answers, an echo chamber effect.
Which raises that important question then. How do we effectively balance the AI's amazing ability to fill knowledge gaps with that irreplaceable need for nuanced human judgment and ethical oversight?
It's a constant dance, a constant negotiation between AI capability and human responsibility.
Okay, that's a perfect segue into what makes a prompt product ready, because it's not just about getting an output, right?
Exactly. It's about getting a usable, reliable, safe output. Achieving product-ready prompts involves defining clear success criteria.
What kind of criteria?
Well, teams in the study focused on both content-specific factors, things like overall quality, accuracy, adherence to brand guidelines, even safety protocols.
Right.
And also usability criteria, like how efficient is it? How many tries does it take to get something good? How easy is it for the end user to actually write the prompt? And, user delight.
Can you give an example?
Sure. One product manager suggested success could be defined by generating 5 diverse options quickly, saving marketers time and sparking creativity. While a UXer emphasized the crucial need for reporting mechanisms on output quality and safety, especially for advertising, given how sensitive that can be, it's really about building trust in what the AI produces.
So the study broke down a product-ready prompt into key components.
Yes, 4 essential subcomponents. Think of it like a recipe for the AI.
Okay, I like recipes. What's first?
First, your ingredients. The input context. This is the background info the user provides, product name, target audience, the channel, maybe, sets the stage.
Got it. Context.
Next, the actual cooking instructions, the system instructions. These are the explicit commands telling the model what to do, write a marketing email, summarize this, that kind of thing.
The core task.
Exactly. Then come your guardrails, the output constraints.
Boundaries.
Right. Guidelines for the response. Maybe a specific format like bullet points, a character limit, or crucial rules like avoid harmful language or keep a formal tone. They shape the output.
Make it fit for purpose.
Precisely. And finally, the secret ingredient. Few shot examples. Illustrative content that implicitly teaches the model the desired style or behavior by showing it examples, like showing it what good looks like for Instagram versus Twitter.
Ah, so it learns by example, not just instruction.
Exactly. It's this combination, explicit instructions, implicit learning through examples, and careful constraints that turns a basic query into a sophisticated, functional, product-ready prompt.
It's not just telling the AI what to do, but showing it how, within limits.
You got it.
And evaluating these prompts sounds tricky.
It is. It's a complex, multi-layered process. Teams develop specific hypotheses to test the AI's understanding and adaptability.
Like what?
Well, testing generalizability. Does changing the age parameter in the prompt genuinely change the ad output in a meaningful way?
Okay.
And they also proactively did adversarial testing, trying to break it, essentially.
Trying to get harmful outputs.
Yes, identifying unintended or potentially harmful outputs. Like 1 PM tested if an ad could inadvertently promote a negative body image. This kind of rigorous evaluation is absolutely essential before you release something into the wild.
Okay, so it's complex, it needs structure, it needs careful evaluation, but it also sounds like it's never really done.
That's a crucial point. Prompting is iteration. It is inherently a continuous process, not a one-time task you set and forget.
Like all good product development.
Exactly. It mirrors that continuous refinement. You build, you test, you learn, you refine endlessly.
How did the teams in the study approach this iteration?
They really applied divergent thinking first,
Yeah.
experimenting, playing around with different prompt details, changing the scope just to see how the AI responded.
Like the example you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, like changing NFL to tennis in an ad prompt just to see if the generated content accurately reflected the nuances of the new sport, exploring the possibility space. Then they moved to convergent thinking, introducing constraints limiting text length, specifying a tone to guide the AI towards more consistent desired outputs.
Expand the narrow.
Right, it's a constant push and pull.
And this dynamic refinement involves tweaking everything.
Pretty much. Adjusting those few shot examples, meticulously refining the exact phrasing of prompts, sometimes one word makes a difference, and even tweaking technical model parameters like temperature.
Temperature, what's that?
Think of it as the AI's creativity dial. High temperature means more imaginative, maybe more random outputs.
Okay.
Lowering the temperature reins it in, makes it more focused, more predictable. One PM in the study found that reducing the temperature slightly, combined with very specific phrasing, helped generate what they called a perfect framing for the modern woman in an ad. It shows how a subtle technical tweak becomes a critical design choice.
But this iteration isn't always smooth sailing, I imagine.
Definitely not. There are inherent challenges. One they called predictive model acquisition, basically dealing with the unexpected.
Like?
Teams often encountered surprising outputs, like the LLM adding its own details or prizes to an ad that weren't in the input at all.
Huh. Where did that come from?
Exactly. Debugging issues like incorrect output length or factual errors can be incredibly frustrating because LLMs are probabilistic. It's hard to know precisely what is actually going on under the hood.
Another challenge you mentioned was assumptions and stereotypes.
A critical one. The way you phrase a prompt can inadvertently reinforce existing biases or societal stereotypes, especially when targeting specific demographics.
Can you give an example?
The study mentioned discussions about how easily ingrained assumptions, say, about male versus female targeted cleaning product ads could creep into the prompt.
And then into the AI's output.
Exactly. It highlights that prompt designers are, in effect, negotiating broader societal norms and values through their choices. It's a huge responsibility.
Wow, yeah.
And finally, there's the risk of overfitting to examples.
Making it too specific.
Right. Teams often started with existing campaign examples, which makes sense. But this could lead to the model becoming too tailored only to those examples.
Limiting its ability to handle new situations.
Precisely. It limits its ability to produce diverse or broadly applicable outputs for new scenarios. So there's this constant tension between focusing on specific use cases and ensuring the AI can generalize effectively.
So connecting this all back, this iterative nature, these challenges, it really blurs the lines between design and engineering, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It highlights that continuous learning and adaptation are essential, not just from the AI, but maybe even more importantly from the collaborative teams guiding its development.
It's an ongoing conversation with the technology.
Not a one-off command.
Because in the real world, the prompt is what people interact with.
And that makes it the product.
Fascinating stuff. So what's next?
Next week, we're diving even deeper. We're looking at prompt stacks.
Dope stacks?
Yeah, how to design modular layered prompt systems that can actually scale for complex real-world applications.
Okay, looking forward to that.
Don't miss it. Make sure to subscribe and stay human.